What is up, King of Queens fans, and welcome to the Shutty Uppy Let's Talk King of Queens podcast. My name is Coach Dusty, and we have an awesome show planned for you today. I am joined from my beautiful co-host, Jenna Maureen. What is up, Jenna?
Hey, Dusty. Hi, guys.
We're back.
Yes.
We're back to doing it again. This is crazy, Jenna, and when I saw this, I was like, holy crap, we are now booked out for guests on this show until the end of March.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, that is awesome. Like, we have a huge support, huge following, which is great. Like, I wouldn't have thought this podcast would have shot up the way it did.
Yeah, it's amazing. And some people are a little nervous to come on, and they're like shy. And I understand because I was a guest at one time too. And it is a little like you're a little scared because you just want to make sure you get all the questions right. But it's more just about we just have a fun time. Like, this is a ball. So if you're listening and you're like shy or nervous to come on, don't worry about it. It's fun. We won't hold it against you if you get a question wrong or anything.
Yep.
We'd love to have you guys on. So,
remember the days when you were a guest on the show?
I do.
God, man, I'm getting old.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was great. And me and Steven were like, man, we got to have her on the show. Like, you were just perfect for this podcast.
Well, I'm glad because it's been so fun. I love.
That's
King
right.
Queens, so
That's right. All right. Well, let's go ahead and introduce our guest for the podcast tonight. Let's welcome Toni Stewart. She is a 54-year-old mother to an 8-year-old boy. She works in the travel industry, specifically works with 3 NHL teams. We're going to talk about that here in a second.
I figured you would want.
She is a widow. Her husband passed away after a brief illness in January 2023, and he was a 30-year veteran of the NYPD. That is awesome. They used to watch the show religiously every night before bed. Sygag was one of their favorite episodes because it was something Toni's husband probably would have done to her. She loves to travel. She is very outgoing, and she has a wicked sense of humor, which we definitely love on this podcast. Let's go ahead and welcome Toni Stewart. What's up, Toni?
Woohoo.
Hi, guys. How are you? So happy to be here.
Yes,
We're
yes.
excited.
I know, right? After a 2-week hiatus.
Now, your husband was it NYPD or NYFD?
No, he was NYPD.
PD. Okay. Well, thank you both for your service because I know my dad was actually LAPD, so I know.
Oh, was he? Yeah.
So I know the sacrifices that families go through. So thank you to both of you guys.
He retired in 2019.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
He didn't get much of a chance to enjoy it, but he enjoyed it while, he was here.
Yeah.
And how long were you all married for?
10 years.
10 years.
Wow.
10 years. Yeah, we would have celebrated our 10-year anniversary May 20th of 2023, but he passed in January 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
And we were together for 5 years before that. So about 16. It's about 16 years altogether.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The 3 NHL teams that you
I
work
knew you were
for.
going to go there.
Yes, I'm a big sports guy, so.
You want to know which ones?
Oh, heck yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you. It's none of the New York teams. It's the Pittsburgh Penguins,
Okay.
the Minnesota Wild, and the New Jersey Devils.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we live in North Carolina, so I'm a kind of like a Carolina Hurricanes fan, but my family's from Chicago, so we pull for the Blackhawks also. Yeah. Yeah. That's what a lot of people say.
So what do you do with them?
What do? I do everything but the charter. So everything except when they fly to games, I do everything else. So the training camps, rookie camps, development camp, call-ups and call-downs. So if a guy gets hurt and they got to bring someone up from the minors, I do that. General managers travel, scouts.
Holy crap.
Assistant GMs. Yeah.
That's
wow,
awesome.
that's amazing.
I had to sleep with so many people to get this gig now. That's what I always say when people ask me, like, how did you get this? I go, oh my God, I had to sleep with so many people.
There's that wicked sense of humor. I love it.
There it is.
I love it.
Right
That's awesome. That is good. That is good. All right.
That's a long story
awesome.
of how it all snowballed, but so I won't get into that. But I did not have to sleep with anybody.
Well, it sounds like an amazing
I'm going
job.
on the record.
Yeah, right.
Let it be known.
Let it be known.
Are you a hockey fan?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, I have very weird superstitions when it comes to hockey. So, like, if one of my teams is in the playoffs, I feel like if I watch the game, they're going to lose. So I don't watch. Because it's happened. I'll give you a short, quick story. The Penguins were playing the Rangers, and the GM at the time of the Penguins got me and my husband tickets. So we went, and they lost. The Penguins lost. Then they lost badly. So he called me up, and he said, you're not allowed to come to any more playoff games because you're a jinx. So that kind of, I mean, and they've probably been through 3 or 4 GMs since then. So he stuck that in my brain that I'm a jinx. So I don't go to playoff games, and if my teams are in the playoffs, I switch to the score real quick, and then I'll switch back. Okay. And I don't watch it. When I don't ask to go, I don't want to go because I feel like I'm a jinx.
I've told my wife that before.
So ever since that day, I don't go to any hockey games in the playoffs because I'm a jinx, apparently.
Okay. All right, let's see. All right, well, you guys ready to start?
Yep. Ready.
Let's do it. So tonight we are doing season 4, episode 2, Sight Gag, written by Michael J. Whitehorn, David Litt, and Kathy Yespa. That name always cracks me every time I see it because he always says Yespa. What, doesn't he say that because of her?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Thought so. Directed by Rob Schiller. Originally aired on October 1st, 2001. Holy crap.
We're old.
Jeez.
We
are. That's insane. I think I was in middle school in 2001.
All right, enough. Enough out of you.
I definitely was not in middle school in 2001.
I was definitely not in middle school. I was actually going through my first divorce in 2001. I've only been married twice, so there's not like multiple marriage, just one other time.
Wow, you look, I'm gonna be honest, you look super young.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you guys are so nice. And I've been through
definitely super young. Definitely look early 30s for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, love you. Thank you. Thank you. No.
I had to make sure my wife wasn't behind me.
I'm an old bag. I'm an old bag.
All right. Episode synopsis: Doug surprises Carrie with laser eye surgery for her birthday. An effort to save money, he chooses a cheaper doctor, which results in a very worried couple when her sight does not return properly. All right, let's do this trivia. You ready, Tony?
Oh God, yeah. I feel like I'm on the spot, but go ahead. I'm ready.
Well, look, Jenna does these questions, and she very specific with these questions.
I know, and if you ask me the name of Prezan's doctor, it's in my head, and I've been thinking, and I had a feeling you're going to ask me that question, and I
actually can't remember because I made these questions.
I watched
a few
it
weeks
twice
ago, so
because I thought you were going to ask that question. What was Prezan's doctor's name? But anyway, go ahead.
I don't think it's on here. I don't think that's a question.
Because I keep thinking in my head Dr. Farber, but that's the Brady Bunch dentist.
Yeah.
Remember she had the
Dr.
crush?
Farber.
Marsha had the crush? You're too young. You don't remember that. But you remember Marsha
Hey, listen, I'm old soul. Listen, I may be 37, but I do have an old soul. I love the classics. Right. My dad and mom used to have me, listen, I used to watch all that stuff. MASH. I used to watch MASH all the time, and I used to watch all that stuff.
Yeah. Dr. Farber was the Brady dentist, so... Anyway, go ahead, Jenna.
What was the what was his doctor's name? Because I just watched it.
I watched it twice. I rewound it twice just to get to that part to remember the name, and now I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, me too. And I literally just watched it 30 minutes ago. I don't remember. All right. Well, luckily it's not a trivia question, so we should be good. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if I worded the questions correctly this time. Sometimes my English gets, but I write how I talk. So, all right. So question 1, what did Doug nickname the pizza? So in the beginning they're driving along and he says there's no better feeling than pizza on your lap.
Warm pizza on your lap.
Yep.
Oh my God.
So, and he had nicknamed it and he's like, just checking on our girl.
I don't remember. I just watched. Okay. I don't remember.
Dusty's going to give you multiple choice. Yep. Oh Dusty's going to give you
multiple choice.
Oh my God.
Give me multiple choice, Dusty. Come on.
All right, here we go.
I'm putting you on the spot now.
All right. Is it A, Domino's, B, Annie Marie's, C, Annie Mae, or D, Jenna?
Why do I want to feel like it's Annie Mae's? Is that wrong?
That's it. Yep.
That's it.
That's it. Annie Mae's.
Yeah.
And look, I messed up on the Annie. I said Annie Maria or Annie Marie's. I was like, oh shit! I meant Annie Mae, and so I had to do Annie Mae the next multiple choice question.
Because I could see her talking with the pizza box, and she's like, "You're gonna get it all over you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, just checking on Annie Mae, make sure our girl's there.
And I do love a warm hot pizza on my lap.
Uh-huh.
I actually made a TikTok about that, but I'm taking a break from TikTok and Instagram right now. But I had made a TikTok about that right before I got off, and because I had pizza on my lap, and I was like, it just every time I do, and I'm driving, it just makes me think of that. So I had done a voiceover for it and everything.
Did you name it?
I did not, because actually I had forgotten that he named his pizza until I watched this episode again.
Why are you taking a break?
Just focusing on the kid. Like, it's, gotcha. Hitting me that Matthews has like a year and a half left at home. And I'm my baby. So I'm just I'm readjusting my life. I'm calling myself 2024 Jenna and changing some things. And I've also...
Get the empty nest. I have an 8-year-old I could ship down for the summer.
Sweet. I will take him. I mean, I still have 3 other kids, but it's my first one, so it's hard. But I also am vegan now, so 2024 Jenna.
Oh wow!
I started laughing because I thought about the episode that Doug went vegan.
Glasses and the burlap dress.
Yes. So. But anyways, just lots of changes in my life. Just readjusting.
Did you get smarter?
Yeah.
Are you smarter
now that actually did not. I didn't get any smarter.
Doug got smarter.
He did. He was very studious, but that is not me. All right. Question 2. Where do Doug and Carrie have to go when they run errands? So now we're at the next scene, and
I know
she
this.
comes
You don't
in
need multiple choice. You don't need multiple choice. They have to go to the DMV, and Arthur asks them to stop off at the Salvation Army. He jacked up the prices to stick it to Mr. IRS.
Yes, correct. And there's one other place. So she says in the beginning, there's like Doug only thought they had to go to one place, and then she throws in the DMV.
The DMV because her license is expiring on her birthday.
Yeah.
Dry cleaners?
Nope. It was the bank. The
bank.
Yep. The bank.
Those are like the 2 worst places to go to.
And you threw in Goodwill,
when
too.
When she says DMV and he goes, why do you hate me?
Such an awful place to go to. So boring.
I like how he said the dim when he got there.
Come on, you'll keep me company. You'll say all that funny crap.
All right. Question 3. Where did Arthur ask them to go? You already answered that one. So good job. You already answered the question before it was even asked. So that's like extra points.
Jenna, you and I like this.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to move on to question 4. What were some of the things Carrie was trying to give away that Doug gave her?
Oh, I already know this. A hideous pink leather jacket. The ugliest color of pink I've ever seen. A necklace that she wore so many times she wore it out. Everything basically Doug ever bought her.
Correct. And that necklace and jacket did look hideous.
It was hideous. Oh, I know what happened. I wore it so many times I wore it out.
It's a funny episode. All right, question 5. What did Doug give Carrie for her birthday this time? So in this episode, what was it? This is the easy one.
A LASIK eye surgery.
Yep, correct. That was a hard one. I know.
That was tough.
All right, Dusty, you want to take over? Wait, have either of you guys had LASIK or laser eye surgery?
My mother did. I keep thinking back when Spencer's like, well, they just cut the flap, and I'm just, ugh.
No, thanks.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Pass.
I should, because I have to wear, I'm supposed to wear glasses all the time. I don't. And I've tried contact. I don't even like putting in contacts in my own eye. So I can't imagine them like keeping my eye open and cutting like, nope. I'll just stick
blind.
I'll stick to my eyesight. I'm good.
They have a thing that just like pries your eyeball open and then they numb it. They cut the flap.
Yeah, I can't.
Laser it and then, no. Hard pass.
I'll stick to just wearing glasses and occasionally when it even says on my driver's license I'm supposed to drive with glasses, and I definitely do all the time. To all you officers listening out there.
Wink.
All right, Dusty, you want to take over the questions?
Yeah. Question number 6. Who were the celebrities mentioned that had LASIK?
So there was 3 of them.
Kenny G.
Yep.
Kenny G. Kenny G, because I just know the musicians, aren't most of them blind? Kenny.
One is like a pretty famous actor. Not pretty famous. I mean, very. Yes.
There you go.
Brad
and
Pitt.
One was just kind of random.
Brad Pitt and Kenny G, the only ones that come to my head.
So then this one is former Defense Secretary William Cohen.
Oh God, that is Lord. I wouldn't have remembered it if I had the episode in front of me.
Yeah, I had to. I was, you know how sometimes they make up things on TV shows, and I was like, is that made up or not? So,
was it though?
It was not.
Oh, okay, because I don't even know who the hell that is.
Yeah, I didn't know, but he is real. So
okay.
He does exist, and he must have had LASIK surgery. That I don't know if he actually did. Now I'm going to Google
that. You should Google Kenny G too. I'm not sure if he had LASIK.
That's a great idea. All right, Dusty, you go to the next question. I'm going to Google.
Question 7. What was the hint that Doug gave Carrie about her gift for Christmas?
So the next Christmas.
Oh, yeah, the next Christmas.
Or like the Christmas coming up.
Boob job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're going to need bigger clothes.
Yeah.
Bigger bras. Something like that.
Yep.
I wonder if they can get half of the other one, half off the other one. One bigger than the other. I wonder if I can convince my wife that for her birthday. Nah. All right, question number 8. What did Spence get Carrie for her birthday?
A red sweater.
Yep.
This just in, guys. Kenny G actually did have eye surgery.
Did he really? That's funny.
I wonder if they actually looked it up.
Yeah.
Did he go to Vision Village?
I don't even know. It doesn't say, but that would be funny if he went there, which I'm sure there's actually an eye place called Vision Village.
Vision Village. It's tongue twister.
Yes, it is.
Question number 9. Where did Doug take Carrie to get Where did Doug take Carrie to get her eyes done?
Vision Village.
Good job.
Easy. All right, last question. Question number 10. How much did Doug save on the eye surgery?
Buy one eye, get half off the second eye.
Yep.
Correct. Would you guys have done that? If there was a coupon? No. If you weren't scared of getting LASIK surgery.
No.
I
would never get any surgery that the place gave me a coupon. No.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. The only thing that I would buy one, get one half off is sushi. That's it.
Chicken
I
wings.
ain't doing anything else. Chicken wings, yep. Not eyes, nothing to do with my body.
No.
It's like buy one boob, get the next one free. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Buy one implant. No.
Yeah, I don't envision that that's going to be the best looking boob job ever.
Right.
I love when he says to her, "It's not normal." He goes, "Doctor says perfectly normal. It's normal.
Right.
You'll be fine. It's normal." And then he says to Deacon, he goes, "This is not normal."
Yeah.
And I love how they did it. They went from one scene right to the other. It's not normal.
Yeah. So good job, Toni. Good job on the trivia.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome job. So Toni, what is tell us what King of Queens means to you?
My life, in a nutshell, my husband was very funny. My husband had the best sense of humor. He was pretty much the only person in my 54 years that ever made me laugh so hard that I peed my pants. And that happened more than one time. He had this, I remember, if you guys don't mind, I'll tell you a quick funny story.
Yeah, of course.
I don't bake. I'm an excellent cook, but I do not bake at all. And he said I have to be mother-ish, like the wife-ish episode, mother-ish, and bake Christmas cookies with my son. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I cut them out. I did whatever. And I was decorating them, and he goes, "You didn't bake cookies." He goes, "You baked a crime scene." And there was one guy, it looked like his face was blown off. Another guy had these huge eyes. He goes, "That's what they used to look like when I used to boom a door at 3 a.m.
Oh my God. That's funny.
And so that stuff like that. And then his laugh was very infectious. So when he would laugh, it would make me laugh harder. And so, yeah, but we used to watch it every night. And then the other episode that was one of our favorites was the Margie. With the Margie song.
Yes.
Oh, Carrie. In the bushes. Hysterical. The show it's like my life. Sort of. Most part.
Was this one of your guys' favorite episodes then?
Favorite episodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's probably something he would have done. He would have bought me. I had to tell him what to get me for Christmas, my birthday, things like that, because he will, I even picked out my engagement ring. It was kind of like, he was very Levi's and t-shirts. Everything he wore, he would say, if he didn't like something I was wearing, he'd come out and he'd go, I don't like that. And I go, why am I taking fashion advice from someone whose entire wardrobe is by the NYPD and Levi's? It was like every t-shirt was NYPD, every pair of pants was Levi's, and sneakers. Why am I don't even know why I take fashion advice from you. I have no idea. I'm wearing this. I like it. It was like one of those things, but he was very funny, and it was just, our life was very similar to Carrie and Doug, the way they would play off each other. I'm just not as mean as Carrie was. Carrie wasn't,
Yeah, she definitely had her moments for sure.
Yes, for sure. But yeah, that's why, and it's been hard watching it since he passed, because it was always, we'd always crack up every single night before we went to bed, we would watch that show on Nick at Night. It was on, and we would just laugh. And I still have it, the episodes that were our favorites TiVo'd inside. So it's nice to watch them, and just reminisce a little about how we used to crack up. But it was so funny. Such a funny show. That's a show they should have rebooted.
Yes.
Instead of the other one that they did. They should have done a reboot right before Jerry Stiller died. They should have done a reboot.
Yeah.
They missed that window.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was the best.
I think I've seen, and I think we've talked about it on this podcast before. Somebody had said, which I would watch it, but I would pretty much watch anything, that it would be show Doug and Carrie older, raising teenagers, and Janet comes and lives with them, which I would totally watch that.
I would totally watch that. I love when she grounded Doug because he didn't want to study for the IPS test.
That's my favorite episode. I love
Go out with your friends. You have a test.
Do you think that's
my mom says I can't go out? That was hysterical. You're 35 years old. My mom says I can't go out. So funny.
So funny.
I gotta study.
But I do love the one where Janet was dating Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
And he comes upstairs and he says to Carrie, he goes, couple things, we got to pay the electric bill and we're out of milk. And I think our parents are dating. And she's like, what?
That is a good one too. I do like that one.
Jerry Stiller was just a comedic genius. He was never miss a beat with that guy.
Yeah.
When he tells Brazan on the Sight Gag episode, when he says, don't you dare go easy on her just because she has a disability.
Yeah.
And he's like, nope, I'll scream and yell at her or whatever Brazan says back.
Even in the scene when they're in the kitchen and she still can't see and he's like, don't help her. It was so good. Yeah, and then coming up behind her, it's your father. I'm gonna give you a kiss now. It's so good, and he's
so great.
It was like that scene especially. It was so good.
It's your daddy.
Yeah.
So funny.
And we've had actors and actresses on our podcast talk about Jerry Stiller, like how like a great human being he is, how he was a sweetheart to everybody, even the extras. He would have them help him with his lines and stuff like that. He was a super great human being.
Yeah,
and he was just if he delivered a line and went right down into the basement, that line would get a laugh for 10 minutes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? His timing was so perfect, and his tone was always so perfect. And everything he did, it was, he'd be like, "Don't tell me," and then he'd walk on and do hysterical laughing.
My favorite one-liner with him is when, Spence was staying the night, I think, and he was like, "I've lost my appetite," and then he stormed down the basement, and he came back up. I'm quite hungry.
Yeah.
I like the cat's up.
Yes.
The cat's up. Sophisticated people call it cat's up. And he's like, "Mi amo ketchup." That whole banter between the two of them was just gold.
Yeah.
It was just gold. And it was just something so simple and stupid, like a bottle of ketchup on a burger.
Yeah.
And they made it so funny.
Yeah.
He was great.
They need to have bloopers.
I know.
I've never seen bloopers.
They show in one episode they show bloopers, and I don't know which one it is.
It's the one where they go to that the reading, the what the hell, the book club or whatever.
Is it that one?
Yeah, they have bloopers for that
Jimmy
one.
Crack Corn and I Hate This Book.
Yeah, I wish they showed more.
Is that the one, the episode Jimmy Crack Corn and I Hate This Book, when Doug was trying to read the book? And he's on the couch with Jimmy Crack.
Yep.
I like the one where Arthur goes out with Chicky to the bar, and Harry finds him, and he goes, "And your date? She looks like a pro." That one.
Dare you?
How dare you? How dare me? I mean, he could just deliver that
let's just
line,
get this fight started.
and it was hysterical.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He really was amazing.
But I love when
we
she
definitely
goes
need bloopers, man.
In Sight Gag, when she takes Doug outside, how much did you save? Just tell me, how much did you save? I don't want to say now. Yeah,
and like trying to punch him.
Yeah.
But they did really good, because if you look too, like in that scene, I was noticing like she's not. I mean, obviously she could kind of see it was just blurry, but she's not even looking at him. Like she's got the old people glasses on, and she's just like not even looking as she's talking. So it was a good. This is a good episode.
So
very
funny.
good.
I think for me, my favorite part is, and we had talked about this earlier before we started recording, is when he's putting on her makeup and I feel like a serial killer. I'm so pretty. And it's just, I literally think that's my favorite top thing of all King of Queens. Like,
he grabs the Mac,
so funny.
the Mac lipstick, and he's like, "I'm your Mac daddy."
Yeah.
She rolls her, well, she can't roll her eyes, but she's just sitting on the bed. Oh, we'll have a nice party. A good trivia question would have been, what was I'll ask you guys, if you don't mind.
Okay.
What was the gift that the girl from her office bought her?
It was a book of scenery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, quick answer on that.
I watched it many times this episode. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. And then I like too when they're bringing her the cake and Deacon's like, "Fire, there's fire, girl."
When Spence gives her the gift and he's like, "I'm over here now, Marco."
Yes.
Yeah,
that's funny.
They missed the window on doing a reboot. He shouldn't have done that other show with the other wife that they eventually wound up killing off. They should have just. And when you have comedy gold like that, like Doug and Carrie, like Leah Remini and Kevin James, and you have that. That's rare. That's like Ricky Lucy stuff, where they can play off each other, and it's funny and it works.
Yes.
You don't try to replace a Carrie, because you can't. And something so classic like King of Queens, you go try to do another show, and everybody's looking at this wife going, "Who the hell is she?" She's not. That's you see Kevin James, his wife, on TV. His TV wife will always be Carrie.
Yeah,
Leah Remini, always.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think they just missed it. They missed that window of opportunity.
I would have definitely loved to watch that, but I think some people are so worried that it just wouldn't be the same. But I'm like, I don't care. I'll still watch. Like, what wouldn't be the same? It would still be. It would. I think it would be great.
Yeah.
Or would have
but
been.
they're such good friends in real life. Like they still are really good friends. They still have that magic. They just need the right writers and the right, the right, plot for a show. Yeah. And I think they would be fantastic. Even in a reboot without Arthur, they would still be fantastic.
Yeah.
Raising teenagers or whatever. I would watch that in a heartbeat.
Or even them as like grandparents. I think that would be great. As like their kids are grown and they just got married, just having kids. Like, I would definitely watch that.
As long as they have to keep them the star. They can't, the other people have to be the fillers. I don't know what they call them. Not co-stars, but not the main characters. It has to be Doug and Carrie navigating this part of their life.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready, guys. Let's get that started. Who do we need to talk to?
Right.
Call me. I have script ideas. We all do. Call us. You could be on your advisory
I'll be
board.
a guest star on the show. Okay. Yeah.
I always wanted to be in the writing room when they're doing when they're thinking of these things and when they're doing like the table reads. I always wanted to be in one of those rooms because it's got to be hysterical. Oh,
I'm
just
sure.
listening to them deliver those lines and and they're so funny, but hearing them like the first time, I would just love that. I always used to say to my husband, how much pot do you think they smoke? In the writing room. To be that funny, to come up with that. I mean, there's one episode where Arthur's going to the senior center and it's Hawaiian night. He's got shorts on and a lei around his neck and a Hawaiian shirt. And Carrie's like, say something nice to my father. And he's like, I like the way your shirt matches the purple in your veins in your legs. And I was rolling. I mean, who thinks of that? You have to be high.
Right?
You have to be stoned to think of something like that. Matches the purple in the veins in your legs. I mean, I don't know.
That's
I would never see an old person and go, oh, she's got a lovely lilac shirt on that matches the purple veins in her legs. So I always said they have to be high or drinking or something in those writing rooms. Very funny. Very funny.
Yep.
Yeah. And I did like the character Prazan, her boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's funny.
He was perfect. He was perfect for that role.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
So what are you guys' favorite episodes? Like all time?
Mine is the one that Doug fails the driving test and his mom that's my favorite. I mean, it's the best.
Yeah. Mine's the Three Wives.
Oh, upstairs wife, downstairs, and stadium wife.
Yep. Yeah. Coliseum wife. Yeah. Do I dare? Yes. I tell my wife every time I see the episode, I'm like, this is my dream. This is my dream. You work upstairs and let me have a downstairs wife. She can do all the cooking.
And then stadium wife, hockey wife. Yep. They my husband was always used to say that's a great idea. I go, for who? That's a great idea. Upstairs wife, downstairs wife, and stadium wife or Coliseum wife. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Coliseum wife.
My daughter just told me no, I can't have a downstairs wife.
She said no.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what's up.
Yeah,
that's all right. My son told me I'm never allowed to get remarried and not allowed to have a boyfriend, and if I do, he can never sleep at the house. If he stays over, he has to stay in the basement, and I forget what else.
Well, I hope his name is Arthur, so we can call him Basement Artie.
There you go.
Basement Artie. Oh, I loved when we had to go upstairs when it was cold. That episode where it was freezing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he had the hot plate, and he was cooking beans.
Yeah.
Poor Arthur. I never understood why they didn't finish that basement for him.
Yeah.
They never finished it for him.
Maybe they were hoping he was gonna go out on his own sometime.
I don't think you've ever noticed, but he doesn't have a lot of years left in him. No, it was a lot of walks left in him.
Yeah. So I actually have a funny story about that. So my husband, we own a roofing company with our friends, and this is so bad. Well, he was at a house, and the kids were grown, and they were wanting their mom to get a new roof. And my husband said, he said something like, well, basically along those lines, like, there's not that many years left. Maybe you shouldn't get like a whole new roof. Like he didn't want him to like spend all this money on something that somebody wasn't going to need. And I'm just like, God. Oh my God. Why did you say that? So he was like, I was trying to be like nice about it, but I didn't want them to have to spend money that they don't need to. And so I was just like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Should we move to ratings and reviews?
Let's do it.
Were you able to find the Facebook one?
I did not.
Okay. Well, I'll see if I can find it. Let me see.
For the reviews on IMDb, there was 494 user ratings, and it was a 7.8 out of 10.
7.8 out of 10.
And while Jenna finds the ratings from our Facebook poll, Toni, what would you rate this episode?
A 10. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Yep. Just because it resonates. It's just something that if I said to my husband, I really want laser surgery on my eye, LASIK surgery, he would have, and he would have shopped around for it, and then I would be like, well, where am I going for this? And then it's just something that would have happened. And then and then the makeup just reminds me of when he was doing my hair when I broke my wrist. That killed me because I'm like, I was like, I cannot believe how, I don't know, guys, y'all don't know how to roll a brush. I mean, it was like, do you not have flexibility in your wrist? I'm not being mean. I'm just being serious. I'm being serious. Do you not have flexibility? I mean, like, can you not turn a brush? Because I'm like, just take me to the blow dry bar because this is ridiculous. I look like a frizz poodle on one side, and the other side and he's like, well, why don't you use the brush and I hold the blow dryer? And then he couldn't figure out where I wanted the blow dryer. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. I don't know how to do this stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, thank God you didn't have to wash me in the shower. I could do that. Put my arm in a bag and wash myself, for God's sake. Lord. Would have come out or asked you to shave my legs. I would have been all sliced up. I said, thank God I could manage that with the other hand.
Yeah. No, thank you. Pass on that. I'll just have hairy legs.
Hey, it's winter time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I found the rating on Facebook.
Okay.
Even though I've gone vegan, I did not get smarter like Doug, so I'm not going to go like put it into the numbers, but I can just go over how many people. So we had 19 votes that were 5 stars. 2 people voted 4 stars. It looks like 1 person voted 1 star. And then this was the one, Dusty, that somebody added a number.
Yeah.
Which we didn't even know that was possible. And they added a 0, like 0 stars.
Ew.
That was crazy.
Give me their name and
curious
number.
To why you even like King of Queens then if you put a 0 star. Like, not trying to be mean, sir or ma'am. But what? I'm just confused. But anyways.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm very confused too. So
Was that all the votes?
That is all the votes.
That was a 4.5.
There you go. You're a genius.
4. I did it. I didn't do it on my calculator. No, I didn't. Nope, I have my calculator.
I was like, dang, you did that in your brain? Like that?
No. I suck at math.
I was just about to go, guys, I didn't know there was going to be math. So
I don't do math, so
no.
Nope. No, I hate math. But yeah, I'm still just
I'm gonna let you know something. This is how dumb I am in math, and I told my wife this when she was telling me that she took honors calculus. I was like, honors calculus, shit. I took Tech Math 1 my senior year in high school because I failed Algebra 2. I hate math.
I hate it. I'm the same.
I took consumer math and business math. So consumer math was like basically how to make change out of a cash register, shooting for the stars. And And so I never took algebra. No, just now they have the new math, which I'm sure you know with the kids in school.
My God.
I'm like, I write, you know how many times I write on the homework? I don't know how to do this. And it's second grade math. I just write, I don't know how to do this. It wasn't taught this way. I'm like,
and then they'll try to send an explanation. Right?
Yeah.
I got called in for a conference with the teacher so she could explain the math to me. I go, wait a minute, listen, lady, I think you're wonderful. I did second grade a really long time ago. I don't need a math lesson. I go, none of this makes sense to me. Doesn't make any sense at all.
It is weird how they do it now.
Yeah.
Because I actually used to be a second grade teacher, and I would have to go and be like, what are we teaching them? Like, I'm so confused. But
dumbing down an entire generation.
I just don't understand it. Well, I had not threatened, because I really actually will do it. My 7th grade daughter, she just is struggling. She's there more for socializing, and she's just she's in the advanced placement stuff, but she doesn't turn in her work, all this stuff. And so I was like, if you don't fix your grades, because I've given you 6th grade and now half of 7th grade, and I said, if you don't fix your grades in 3rd quarter, I'm taking you out and I'm homeschooling you. And I was like, don't mess with me. It's happening. I'm tired of dealing with this. And my 5th grader, who's 11, she goes, but Mama, you can't even do 5th grade math. It's like, thanks, Phoebe, for that confidence there.
The first time I saw that new math, I was at my girlfriend's house, and my son wasn't born yet, and she had 4th grade math, and I was like, she goes, Mom, can you help me with this? And her mother's a teacher. So I said, I could do that. It's 4th grade math,
Yeah.
I looked, I go, what the hell is this? I go, why are they why? I'm like, just add the columns and divide. You put the numbers at the top and work the problem out. They don't do it that way.
They don't. And so what they're trying to do, like for 2nd grade math, they're trying to get them to understand like how we would carry the one, or whatever.
Right.
And they're trying to get them to understand why. But I'm like, every day we're going over a new strategy.
Right.
And I feel like you're just confusing them.
Yes.
Like, that you give us like one day to teach a new strategy, but they don't even have that first strategy down, and we're on the 5th strategy already. So
yep. I refused my kid to do the new math because I actually, one of his teachers messaged me and said, hey, we saw his homework and this isn't the way you do it. I was like, did he get the answer right? She's like, yes, but this is not what I was like, well, that's all that matters. He got the answer right. He's doing old school math. I'm not doing that new crap.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I would always tell my students,
why make it harder?
This is the way we're going over every strategy. And I would teach the old school way. And I said, but whatever you want to do, you use.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you understand one of the ways, just do that.
Right. Not everybody can do that stuff. Just let them, like you said, let them do what works for them.
Yeah.
My son asked me to help him, but I did it the old way. He goes, oh, you're doing it wrong. I'm like, what? It's adding
this is the right way.
Or 83 and 42. How am I doing it wrong? And then I second guess myself. I get out my phone. I'm checking the number of my math on a calculator. I go, I don't have to do this. I'm doing
no, 2 plus 2 does equal 4.
4.
All right. So for my rating, I'm glad I rewatched this episode like a gajillion times when I found out that we were redoing this. And I don't think I realized how funny it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm laughing all the time. And so this has now moved into one of my top ones because it's just so funny. Like, it's hilarious. Every single thing is funny. So for me, I'm going to give it a 9.2. Just that the 0.2 is random. I don't know why I did that, but it
takes the
it's a little above a 9.
Right.
Yes.
Like, oh God, please. She's like, I see everything. He's like, you're welcome.
I accept your apology.
That's right. I accept your apology.
My Ray, I'm gonna piggyback. Go
ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Tony.
No, I was gonna say, what was the part in the thing where he says, every gift I buy you, I always buy you the wrong thing. You hurt my feelings. She goes, well, you blinded me. And he goes, well, then I guess
we're even.
We're even. You blinded me. Yes, we're even.
That's funny. My rating, I'm gonna piggyback off Jenna here. Like I'm gonna give it. It's like you said. Like rewatching this, I didn't realize how funny it was, and it was hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it around a 9.2, 9.3. Maybe a little bit more. Arthur would have moved it up just a hair, but it was a great episode. Really funny.
Yeah, it really
Dusty,
was.
what's your favorite episode? I know Jenna's. What's yours?
3 Wives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Awful bigamy. I love that. Love that episode. So funny.
Another one.
I could watch that episode every day.
She pushes him down the stairs.
Oh yeah.
And he breaks or he sprains his knee or something.
Yep.
That is a good.
Then Arthur brings out the slideshow.
Yeah. Something because the McRib is back.
The McRib is back. Carrying a keg of beer over his head.
Have you ever had the McRib?
No. That's
it's
a hard
good.
pass.
It's good. Like I've always passed on it. I've always passed on it, and when I had the McDonald's app and they were offering a free McRib with your order, so I was like, all right, fuck it, let me get a McRib, and I tried it. It is really good. I was surprised how good it was.
Offering it free.
I don't know.
My husband used to like the McRib. That and White Castle were his favorites.
I've never had White Castle.
Me either, and I want to.
The frozen White Castles, that's it. But we don't have a White Castle here.
White Castle, the Belly Busters, because they're so
I'm
little.
Gonna have to
they're
try
like
it.
2 biters. Do you have a White Castle by you?
No.
You got to try White Castle.
I don't think we have one anywhere near us.
No, and they weren't in California, at least when I was growing up. But I'm supposed to go to New York in May, so maybe I'll try it.
White Castle.
Cookout and Bojangles is our thing here.
They're steamed burgers. They're steamed. So they're really thin, and they steam the meat. Remember Saturday Night Fever? They went to White Castle. Did you guys see that? I know.
That was John Travolta?
Yeah, I never watched it.
Seriously, Dust? Is that with John Travolta?
Is it?
Your face
yes, it's with John Travolta.
Okay, like... Listen, I've seen the movie. It's just been a long time.
I never watched it.
You never watched what?
No.
Oh my god, I gotta go, guys.
I guess I wasn't allowed to. I was allowed to watch Grease, but for some reason I wasn't allowed to watch Saturday Night Fever. So I don't know why. And then I just never watched it.
All the time on every channel. It's always on. My husband only drank 7 and 7
anymore.
He only drank 7 and 7. And I go, why do you? That's like so 19. He goes, because first time he ever went to a bar, they asked him what he wanted, and he said 7 and 7 because that's what John Travolta ordered in Saturday Night Fever. So that was his drink for the rest of his life.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna have to watch it. I'll watch it this week, coming up weekend.
Oh yeah, such a good. Oh, that's a classic. That's the best. A lot of good lines in that one too.
I'm gonna watch it.
A lot of good lines. Yep. So what's your next episode? What are you guys thinking? Did you do Margie yet?
I don't know.
We have not. We have not done the Margie song.
Best.
Yeah. I do love that one because of the music. And the first time I saw that, because I love Kevin James so much, when I saw that music video, I died.
I love when him and Danny are in the garage, and Danny's trying to do 80s music with the synthesizer.
Yeah.
Margie, you're my girl. I love you. Oh, Margie. Oh, Margie. And he's like, what the hell is that? He goes, that wasn't the song. So
that's a good
funny.
one. Yeah. We may have a guest tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, but if we do, I don't know which one we're going to do next. Because sometimes our guests, kind of like you, have requests. And if we haven't done that episode, that's what we normally do, their requests. So we'll have to see.
If you guys ever want to ask me back and you want to do Margie, I'll do Margie for you because I
okay, awesome.
Hysterical.
Sounds good.
So funny.
Well, we've loved having you.
Oh yeah. And we've had a guest on here that's been on here 5 times.
Yeah, so we like to have repeat guests.
Oh, well, anytime you guys want. I have no life, so I mean, not that you don't, you know what I mean. I'm not insulting you. It's just,
we got. That's okay. I don't have a life either. So.
The kids got to go to school in the morning, and no one's knocking on my door, so Anytime you guys get stuck or whatever, just text me or shoot me a message and say, you want to be on? Because I've seen them all. them all.
Okay, awesome. We'll definitely keep that in mind. Good. For sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, Toni, we really appreciate you coming on tonight, and having fun with us on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I really liked it, and I appreciate you guys having me. I had a great time.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we try to have a blast on here.
It's just random king queens and then random stuff, but that's
Next time I have to bring the wine bottle in here because it's in the kitchen and this is on a wire and I can't get up. So
you gotta bring your wine next time.
In the office. Note to self, bring the wine in the office.
We'll all get drunk on the podcast.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. I get drunk. I mean, not crazy drunk, but get drunk on my other podcasts all the time.
What other podcasts do you have?
I have a sports podcast. It's called Varsity Booze Sports Podcast. So like the movie Varsity Blues.
Yep.
Like, you've ever seen Varsity Blues? Yeah. So it's Varsity Booze with a beer. So it's drink beer, talk sports.
Fraser was in that, right? Brendan Fraser?
No. What the hell is it?
It's the guy
Robert
from
Downey Jr.?
No.
Isn't it the guy from Dawson's Creek?
Yeah.
James Vanderbeek.
There you go. James Vanderbeek. He's a football quarterback.
Then I'm thinking of the wrong movie. Then no, I haven't seen it.
You're thinking about, was it an older movie with Brendan Fraser when they're in school?
Yes, because I'm 100. That's why. Yes.
No, I'm not saying that.
Because I'm 100. The one where he's sleeping with his mother, his friend is sleeping with his mother, and the mother is played by hot 80s supermodel, and I can't think of her name. I think she was the one that was in Weird Science. I want to think she was a supermodel that was in Weird Science. I don't know. But yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Brendan Fraser is the one where he's the Jewish kid and they're trying to kick him out. It's all anti-Semitic, something going on at the college.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that movie either.
That's the movie you're talking about?
No, there's two.
Oh, okay.
There's two, but one is Brendan Fraser and I think the other one is Robert Downey Jr., but I don't know why I always get those two mixed up.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to have to watch that Brendan Fraser one. That sounds good. I don't think I've seen that either.
It's in the old people's movies. In that section. Just Google
but you weren't even old.
Is it called Back to School? The one that were with Brendan Fraser and Robert Downey Jr.?
I don't know. I have to Google it. All right, hold on. Back to School. No, Back to School was with Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. That was a good one.
Brendan. Hold on. I'll find it. Fraser college movie. All right, let me Google that. It was called School Ties.
School Ties.
School Ties was Brendan Fraser, and let me see, Robert Downey Jr. Hold on, pause. Back to School was Robert Downey Jr. Oh, no, that's wrong. Hold on. Here it is.
Now I'm going to have like a list of things to watch next weekend. Saturday Night Live. No, Saturday Night Fever.
The Pickup? No, that wasn't it. Anyway, I can't.
Was it a football movie?
Johnny? No. Yeah, no.
All American? I was going to say Johnny Be Good.
Air America? No, that wasn't it. Wonder Boys. I can't think of it. I can't think of it. I'll find it. If you have me on next time, I'll have a whole list of movies that are must see. Please watch Saturday Night Fever.
I'm going to this weekend.
Good Lord. It was like one of John Travolta's. I mean, it was his best movie.
I love John Travolta. So for some reason, I just never watched it once I moved out of my house. I don't know why.
So good. So good.
I'm going to have to watch it. I definitely will. Yeah. Dusty, do you want to plug all our Shutty Uppy stuff?
Yes. So on Instagram, it's at Shutty Uppy Podcast. And Facebook is at Shutty Uppy Podcast also. Or is it at? I haven't been on because I'm not connected to the Facebook one anymore since mine got hacked.
That's a great question.
Year and a half ago.
Hold on, let me look that up. Hold on. It is called the Shutty Uppy Podcast.
Okay,
just
perfect.
On Facebook.
Yes.
Yep.
So go follow us on there. I think we're almost at 1,000 followers on that Facebook page. We're still working with the Instagram. We're up to 600 on Instagram, I think.
Am I allowed to share the link to the podcast on my Facebook page?
Make sure you like us on Instagram.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want people to listen.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll post on there and you can share it and all
okay,
that.
cool. Because, when Toni Stewart talks, people listen. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are so young, you don't even remember that commercial. Oh my God.
No.
Showing my age.
What commercial is it?
When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. You don't remember? Oh my God.
What year was that?
All right. The E.F. Hutton commercial. Oh my God.
Let's see.
Hutton talks.
I need to keep up with our TikTok. I haven't been keeping up with that.
When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. It was when the commercial that was oh Jesus. The 70s and 80s. Yeah, when E.F. Hutton talks, people listen.
Yeah.
It was a commercial. Yep. See, I'm showing my age. I'm showing my age. Yep.
Well, I thought it was funny, so.
When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen.
All right. Well, Toni, again, we really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
We're definitely going to have you back on here again for sure.
All right. Thanks, guys. I really had a good time.
Yes. Thank you. And everybody have a great night.
Good night, guys.
Later's on the Man J.